Today, we're reading The Gingerbread Man. Once upon a time, a kind old couple lived in a land not far from here. They had all they wanted, except for a child. Every day in the park, they saw children running and singing. They wished for a child of their own who would run and sing just like the others. The old woman made up her mind. "If we cannot have a child," she said, "I will make one for us." That afternoon, the old woman mixed spices and eggs and flour into a rich dough. She shaped a gingerbread man and put him on a tray. After baking the gingerbread man, the old woman trimmed him with white ice. She took out candy and added a face and buttons. "What a sweet, perfect child," the old woman thought. "Oh no, he's sneaking away." But children are full of surprises, and the gingerbread man was no different. He jumped off the tray and began to run, just as the old couple had wished. But he ran and jumped right out the window. "He's running away!" The old woman and the old man chased after him. The gingerbread man just ran and sang. "You can run and run as fast as you can. You can't catch me and the gingerbread man." Before long, a cat saw the gingerbread man. Thought the cat, "He'll make a tasty meal." "Oh, gingerbread man," purred the cat, "do stop for a visit." The gingerbread man just ran and sang. "I ran from the old couple, and now I'll run from you. You can run as fast as you can. You can't catch me and the gingerbread man." And so the cat dashed after the old couple who chased the gingerbread man. A slithering snake soon spied them. "Stop to say hello, gingerbread man," he hissed. The gingerbread man just ran and sang. "You can run. I ran from the old couple and the cat, and now I'll run from you. You can run as fast as you can. You can't catch me and the gingerbread man." And so the snake slithered after the cat, who dashed after the old couple who chased the gingerbread man. A great goose saw them next. "I'd be glad to have you for dinner," he honked to the gingerbread man. The gingerbread man just ran and sang. "I ran from the old couple and the cat and the snake, and now I'll run from you. You can run as fast as you can. You can't catch me and the gingerbread man." And so the goose waddled after the snake, who slithered after the cat, who dashed after the old couple who chased the gingerbread man. Sly Fox spotted the gingerbread man. The fox had a head full of ideas and a very empty tummy. The gingerbread man saw Fox ahead, but he wasn't worried. He was having too much fun. Fox did not try to stop him, but the gingerbread man sang a song anyway. "You can't have me for lunch, Fox. I ran from the old couple and the cat and the snake and the goose and the 100 of you. You can run as fast as you can. You can't catch me and the gingerbread man." Fox smiled. "Why would I want to eat you?" he said. "It is much more fun to watch you run, and perhaps I can help you." "Soon you will come to the river," said Fox. "If you can't cross it, they will catch you." Gingerbread man looked at the water. If he got wet, he would fall apart. "Will you help me cross the water, Fox?" "Of course," crafty Fox told him. "I'll give you a ride." The gingerbread man hopped on Fox's tail just as the old couple reached for him. Fox swam away from the shore. "The water will be deep soon," he said. "Climb higher onto my back." The gingerbread man climbed higher, enjoying the fine ride. Fox stopped in the middle of the river. "The water's getting deeper," he told the gingerbread man. "Jump here into my nose." And so the gingerbread man jumped towards Fox's nose. but in the snap of a jaw, he was in Fox's mouth. Fox smacked his lips and sang a song of his own. He ran and to my clever plan, what a sweet lunch that gingerbread man. We're reading Pete the Cat Saves Christmas. Pete the Cat's wearing a Santa hat. 'Twas the night before Christmas and Santa was ill. No! In the cold winter wind, he had caught a bad chill. Oh no. He has cold relief and some juice or some medicine. His temperature is high somehow, even though it's so cold. And you see it's 7:02 a.m., December 24th, Christmas Eve. Will Christmas be cancelled? Will it come to that? Never! Cried Santa. Let's call Pete the Cat. What's Pete the Cat's phone number? Oh, it doesn't say. Santa asked Pete to deliver the toys to all the good girls and all the good boys. He's surfing on the beach on December 24th. Is it like maybe he's in Australia? Because in Australia it's warm on Christmas. I'll do it, says Pete. And although I'm small, at Christmas we give, so I'll give it my all.
Give it your all. Give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all.
Pete jumped in his minibus and started to roll. Road trip, cried Pete. First stop, the North Pole. Key West, North Pole. The reindeer were waiting to give Pete a tow, so he packed all the presents and told them to go. Then the minibus flew just like in a movie. Then Pete the Cat cried, "This is totally groovy!" He's flying with the reindeer in the minibus in the air. I can do it, said Pete. And although I am small, at Christmas we give, so I'll give it my all.
Give it your all. Give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all.
All the children were sleeping, all snug in their beds. Pete and his reindeer appeared overhead. Straight down the chimney, Pete threw in a dash. Then back in the minibus, quick as a flash. Each time he delivered the holiday gift, he crossed off a name written on Santa's list. My name's not on there. Why isn't my name on there? I was not naughty. Can you see your name? Kim, Emma, Bob, Abby? I can't see anyone else's name. Maybe it's just the top of the list, and you'll be able to see yourself if you go down. Santa's list was so big, and you felt so small. But the Santa you give, so good, so...
Give it your all. Give it your all. At Christmas we give, so give it your all.
Let me see if I can find my name. Ethan, Evan, Justin, Jack, Ansel, Anna, Alex, Janet, John, Jack, Sticky, Kim again, Jessica. Where's my name in the J section? Eric. At the very last minute, they reached the last house. Pete dashed in and out just as quiet as a mouse. And look, there's a mouse there. Then right at the break of the new Christmas day, Pete and his reindeer were flying away. Back at the North Pole, old Santa was waiting. The elves in the townsfolk were all celebrating. Thank you, Pete! And look, that tiny weeny elf. He has a sign that says, "Small is cool." Santa was dressed in his red coat and hat and cried, hip hooray for our friend Pete the Cat. I did it, said Pete. And although I'm small, in the spirit of Christmas, I gave it my all.
Give it your all.
look, the bird. He has a present that says to Pete. That's the end. So Pete hopped back onto his magic reindeer to have another visit to Santa. But what about Pete? I didn't see his name on the list. Did he give himself a present? Probably. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe for more books like the Pete the Cat series. We're reading Penguin's Christmas Wish. It was Christmas Eve. Pumpkin was getting ready for the best holiday ever. I wish we had a real Christmas tree. Pumpkin sighed. Penguin knew that there were no pine trees on the ice, but he had an idea. Penguin packed the sled for a long journey. Pumpkin held the star, Bootsy carried the ornaments, and Grandpa took the present. Penguin led them away from their frozen home. Deep in the heart of the forest, a special friend was waiting. Pinecone! My, how much you've grown! That must have been the tree they planted. Look, it's a tree. The penguins decorated Pinecone with all the trimming. What a fine tree, said the Grandpa. Wow! That night, the penguins dreamed of their Christmas wishes. I'd like something useful. I want something to play with. I hope I get something crafty. Penguin wanted to share Christmas with the whole forest. There wasn't anyone else around. Oh no! The ornaments! They're blowing away! No! While the penguins slept, a blizzard swept through the forest. The wind blew and blew. On Christmas morning, the penguins returned. Not a single decoration hung from the tree, and all the presents were gone. The star is missing. Christmas is not about decorations or presents, said Grandpa. It's about being with the ones you love. Don't worry, Pumpkin. Penguin set off into the snow. Penguin searched high and low. All he could find were branches and twigs. They were exactly what he needed. The perfect presents for everyone. Knitting needles, just what I wanted. Drumsticks, I kinda want to play with them. Fishing rod, I sure could use these. The penguins had a lovely day. Grandpa and Penguin's Christmas dinner. Bootsy knit a trunk cozy. Pumpkin drummed Christmas carols. Everyone's Christmas wish had come true, except for Penguin. Don't be sad, Penguin. Just then, the sun warmed the air, and the snow began to melt. By nightfall, Penguin noticed something. Look! Oh! All the decorations that they brought, they were blown onto other trees. The storm had blown Pinecone's decorations onto every tree, and the magic of Christmas lit up the forest. Look! It's the star! Penguins putting the star on the tree. Friends both old and new gathered from far and wide. Penguin's Christmas wish had come true. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more books. We're reading Rudy's Windy Christmas. It's not Rudolph, it's a different reindeer, and he's floating in Santa's face. On Christmas Eve at Santa's house, amid the ice and snow, the Clauses shared a festive feast before he had to go. Mrs. Claus, who loved her sprouts, ate each and every one, but Santa fed his to a friend until the last was gone. Bye-bye, dear, said Santa, lifting one more sack of toys. It's time for me to go and visit all the girls and boys. Then Santa and his reindeer flew up into the sky, the sleigh secure behind them, and the presents piled high. They just got to Australia when Dasher took a sniff. What was that funny smell that had a sprouty sort of? The reindeer farted, and the kid woke up to see the reindeer farting. Oh, pardon me, said Rudy. But I think I've done a pump. My tummy did a Well, then my bottom did a trump. The other reindeers giggled. Then they flew into the sky. The sleigh secured behind them and the presents piled high. The air was sweet for many miles. Then Dancer took a sniff. Somewhere over China, he had smelt that sprouty whiff. Oh, dearie me, said Rudy. Now I've done a windy pop. This is a bit embarrassing. I'll do my best to stop. The reindeers giggled more, and they flew into the sky. The sleigh secured behind them, and the presents piled high. For a while the air was sweet. Then Prancer took a sniff. This time it was in India. He'd smelled that sprouty whiff. I'm sorry, boys, said Rudy, but I've done a booty burp. Why did I eat so many sprouts? I really feel at work. The reindeers chuckled hard, and then they flew into the sky. The sleigh secured behind them, and the presents piled high. They were sweet for many miles. Then Vixen took a sniff. Just as they reached South Africa, he'd smelt that sprouty whiff. Oh, excuse me, said Rudy, with a smelly, stinky fluff. I really wish this wind would go. I think I've popped enough. The reindeers laughed and laughed, and they flew into the sky. Sleigh secured behind them, and the presents piled high. For a spell, the air was sweet. Then Connie took a sniff. On landing in the UK, that smelled the sprouter whiff. Oh, goodness me, said Rudy. Now I've done a great big. That really was a rip-off from my poor old bottom flute. The reindeers had hysterics. Then they flew into the sky. The sleigh secured behind them, and the presents piled high. It was sweet for hours and hours. Then Cupid took a sniff, 'cause once more in the USA, he'd smelled that sprouty whiff. Forgive me, please, said Rudy, but I've blown my rear end trumpet. I can't believe there was enough wind left inside to pump it. Donna Blitzen and the other reindeers rolled around, doubled up with laughter as they lay upon the ground. They've laughed so much they're out of puff, said Santa. They can't fly. How will we get this heavy sleigh home through the sky? Some super turbo gas is what we need now, Rudy boomed. He stuck his windy bottom in the air, and off they zoomed. But when they reached the North Pole, Santa got a big surprise. All the elves had wrapped scarves round right up to their eyes. They don't smell the fun. We had a horrid time, one little elf told Santa Claus. Ever since you went, your wife air pooped without pause. Ho, 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 said Prancer, more fun than I know. I think I'll meet mine up next year so I can join in too. So if you wake up on a Christmas night and smell a certain stink, you'll just look up to the sky and give old Santa Claus a wink. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe for more books. Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa. Milamo eje, yo dio la escuela. Sorry to everyone who is Spanish. You can correct me at any time. My name is AJ and I hate school in Spanish. Oh, Miss Holly translated it for me. She's a Spanish teacher at elementary school. It's not fair, I said as our class walked down the hall to the language lab. Why do you have to hold a whole nother language? Nother isn't a word, Arlo, said Andrea Young. You can't even speak English correctly. Andrea is the girl in my class with curly brown hair who thinks she knows everything. She calls me by my real name because she knows I hate it. Nother is to a word, is not, is to. We went back and forth like that for a while. Andrea said she looked up Nother in a dictionary once and it wasn't there. She's probably the only kid in the world who keeps a dictionary on her desk so she can look up words and show everyone how smart she is. I never use dictionaries. I only use thesauruses but only when I'm like editing and adding better words in English. Oh yeah, I said. If Nother isn't a word, then why did you just say it? Nah, boo on her. You can say made-up words, just they don't mean anything. Like, goldsmith it. That's a made-up word. It doesn't mean anything. Andrea was wearing this dumb hat she'd made all by herself in knitting class. Andrea takes classes in everything. She probably takes a class in how to be annoying, because that's the one thing she's good at. After walking 1,100,000 miles, we finally got to the language lab. What a dumb name. Labs are supposed to have test tubes and maths scientist and hunchbacked guy named Igor who limp. That's oddly specific. Our language lab is just a plain old room when we learn Spanish. What's up with that? Well, you're lucky you even get to move all the time. We only go 4 places we only go 4 places most of a week. The playtime, the playground, the lunch hall, and we also do dance class in there, and also not just the dance class. It's we eat lunch in there, and we also have another room which is just a classroom where we do most of our classes, and we have a music room. We just do music in there. Sometimes we get to play with musical instruments, but most of the times, no. Anyway, let me continue. Isn't learning Spanish fun? Andrea said to her crybaby friend Emily. I hope Miss Holly teaches us. She didn't get the chance to finish her sentence, because at that very second, Miss Holly danced in the door. Miss Holly was playing a guitar, and she had a big basket of fruit on her head. She was singing some crazy song and spinning around and stamping her feet. Her red dress had pictures of reindeers on the back. On the front were blinking lights and the words Happy Holidays. Cool. When she finished the song, Miss Holly yelled, Ole! Which is the name of stuff my mom smears on my face at night. What? Feliz Navidad, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yanuiwe, Naheri. What the heck does that mean? I asked. That means Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa? Which holiday do you celebrate? Asked Emily. Me? Said Miss Holly. Miss Holly? If you ask me, it was a little early to be talking about the holidays. I mean, we just came back to school from Thanksgiving break a few days ago. Miss Holly is too jolly. Wow. After Thanksgiving break, it is time to think about Christmas. But not putting up your Christmas tree and stuff like that. Even though I want to. I love all the holidays, Miss Holly said. I can't wait for December. My favorite holiday is Halloween, said Neil, who everybody calls the nude kid, even though he wears clothes. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, said my friend Ryan, who'll eat anything, even stuff that isn't food. My favorite holiday is my birthday, said my other friend Michael, who never ties his shoes. What? Your birthday is not your holiday, Michael. Everyone started shouting out their favorite holiday. What's your favorite holiday, AJ? Miss Holly asked me. My favorite holiday is take our daughters to work day, I said. Wow. That's for girls, Andrew said. Why is that your favorite holiday, Arlo? Because you're not here, I replied. That's mean, Andrew said. She crossed her arms and wrinkled up her face. She was right. It was mean. That's why I said it. I hate her. Weird words. Hola, Miss Holly said. Today we're gonna learn Spanish vocabulary words. Yay, said all the girls. Boo, said all the girls. My first word is toupee, said Miss Holly. I know what a toupee is. It's fake hair that the guy wears so he won't look bald. Our principal, Mr. Clutch, should get one, because he's as bald as a bowling ball. A bowling ball? So, if he only was a head, would people play that with him? And now, they said the Spanish word for toupee is El Peluquin, said Miss Holly. Again, apologies. I do not speak Spanish, so everyone who lives in Spain, please don't be offended. Also Mexican. I'm sorry I forgot about my apology to you. Every country that speaks Spanish, I'm sorry. Including Mexico. Good, said Miss Holly. The last word is lifeguard. The Spanish word for lifeguard is el salvavidas. Salvavidas. Good, said Miss Holly. The next word is toilet. The Spanish word for toilet is inodoro. El inodoro. We all repeated. This is getting weird. I think Miss Holly would teach us words that we would use every day, like when do we eat or where's the skate park. But she was teaching us weird words instead. The only one I think you'd really need is toilet. Like, if you're at the beach, like, where's the toilet? You can say, where's the toilet? You're the new raised his hands. Why do you need to learn those words? Neil asked. Well, said Miss Holly, what if you're at the beach and you need to tell someone that the lifeguard to pay fell in the toilet? Strange. Why would you need to say that at a random? That is very random. Think common things would make more sense. The 11 days after Christmas in Mexico, kids put their shoes up on the balcony before they go to sleep. If they've been good, they should be filled with treats when they wake up the next morning. Ew, that's disgusting. I said I'd never eat the smelly treats. I'm just thinking about what if your feet are sweaty and the sweat gets on the candy. You're right. Why in your shoes? Could they do something else? Like in your coat pockets? Miss Holly said that was silly. No offense to your religious beliefs. Miss Holly said that was silly. She told us that 9 days before Christmas in Mexico, it's like the journey of Mary and Joseph going to Bethlehem. After a big feast, they played the piñata game. I love piñatas. Oh yeah, 'cause isn't piñata Spanish? Repeat after me. Piñata. Piñata. Oh, imagine that. Candy in your shoes. I want that. I want sweeties in my shoes. I want some sweeties in my shoes. Piñatas are cool because you get to do very cool things. Eat candy and whack something with a stick. Cool. Miss Holly went to a closet and guess what she took out? I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. A piñata. It was in the shape of a star. We were going to play the piñata game. All right. Can I go first? We all yelled. Miss Holly said we go in ABC order, which means that Andrea got to go first. I left behind her because my real name, Arlo, begins with AR. Miss Holly told us that in Mexico, the kids are blindfolded when they play the piñata game. You can do it, Andrea, the girl's name. I bet she misses the whole thing, I told Ryan. Well, Andrea was totally pathetic. She hardly even hit the piñata. Even when she did, she only tapped it a little bit and it just spun around. Well, the boys were cracking up. Finally, it was my turn. Miss Holly tied the blindfold over my eyes and put the stick in my hand. Kill it, AJ! No, I was gonna let anyone laugh at me. I was gonna whack that piñata so hard candy would fly all over the room. Well, if I was in there, I would have grabbed some. I reached back and swung the stick as hard as I could, but I must have missed. Ow! Somebody screamed. The blindfold as it was sliding the floor with hands overhead. AJ hit me! It was an accident. I said, I must admit, I've always wanted to hit Emily with a stick, but I didn't. But I would never do it on purpose. It was my fault she got so close. Miss Holly gasped. Go to Miss Cooney's office, she told Emily. Miss Cooney is the school nurse. Emily went running out the room, looking like an elephant fell on her. What a crybaby. She wasn't even bleeding or anything. I thought Miss Holly was gonna let me have another turn, but she said the pinata game was too dangerous to play in school. Bummer in the summer. It wasn't fair. We didn't even get any candy. Santa Claus is coming to town. Line up in ABC or to the teacher, Miss Daisy. We're having an assembly. Yay! Shouted all the girls. Boo! Shouted all the boys. Assembly is when the whole school goes to the old pub street and we have to listen to a joke for 1,100,000 hours. The last time we had an assembly, some children's book author told us about his books. What a bore. The reading specialist, Miss Mackey, is always trying to get us to read. I hate reading. I'm reading right now and I'm loving this. But the assembly looked like it was going to be different. The old pub stream was decorated with big candy canes, snow melt, and fake jingle bells playing on the loudspeaker. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in the one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in the one-horse open sleigh. After we sat down, the most amazing thing in the history of the world happened. Something that it could be down from the ceiling above the stage. Sat down, most amazing thing in the world happened. That's coming down from the ceiling above the stage. She couldn't tell what it was. Then we saw it was a sleigh. No, we could see Santa Claus singing the sleigh. Some kids were pulling long ropes to lower the sleigh down until it reached the stage. Ho, ho, ho! It's Santa Claus! Everybody shouted. I'm not Santa Claus, the guy said. I took off his Santa hat so we could see his shiny bald head. I'm Santa Claus! It was Mr. Claus, the principal. So I hooted hollering. Miss Daisy shushed up. Mr. Claus waited until everyone was quiet. Took a microphone so we could hear him better. I always get sentimental around the holidays. Mr. Claus said, get it? Sentimental. Sentimental. That's really good. We all laughed, even though Mr. Claus didn't say anything funny. It was kind of funny. When the principal makes a joke, you should always laugh. It's the first rule of being a kid. Don't laugh at the principal girl. He'll get mad and lock you in the dungeon down in the basement. What? No, not the basement. But seriously, it's cut. What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? What? We all yell. Frostbite. Frostbite. Mr. Claus always cracking jokes. He thinks he's a real comedian, but his jokes are terrible. It should be against the law for principals to tell jokes. What? You know why? Santa's little helper was depressed? Mr. Claus asked. Why? We all yelled. 'Cause he had low self-esteem. Get it? Self-esteem? No, this is just... What do you call people who are afraid of Santa? Mr. Claus asked. What? We all yelled. Claustrophobic. Get it? Claustrophobic. Horrible. It was like watching one of those movies that never ends. I looked over at Ryan and Michael. They rolled their eyes. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? What? We all yelled. Snowflakes. Get it? Snowflakes. No. This is so funny. Because random jokes. What a relief. Those were just like, because he had big news. This year, elementary school will be putting on its first ever holiday pageant. That's a show all about the holidays. Cool. Only reception does that. Our art teacher, Miss Hannah, will paint the scenery Our music teacher, Miss Loring, will help with the songs. Our librarian, Miss Rupi, would help with the research. And the director of the pageant, Mr. Clutton announced, will be our own Mrs. Holly. Everybody clapped, and Mrs. Holly danced on the stage with the guitar. She played Winter Wonderland, and we all joined in. I'm so excited, Miss Holly said. We're gonna sing songs, perform skits, and have lots of fun. Miss Holly said, it's gonna be the best holiday pageant ever. It sounded horrible. Secret Santa. After assembly, we were a million hundred miles back to our class, and Jules was excited about her pageant. She loves being played because she's a big show-off. Last year, I was Nutcracker. They made a play about nuts. I asked. No wonder you were in it. And you're going mad. You have to be so mean, Arlo. You have to be so annoying. Why do you have to be so annoying? Enough chit-chatting, Miss Daisy said. You're all on our seats. I have some important news. This year we're gonna have a secret Santa in our class. Secret Santa? Who's that? Nobody's ever heard Secret Santa, but Santa's cool, and anything that involves secrets is cool. So Secret Santa must be cool. Super cool! Secret Santa! Miss Daisy, she wrote everyone's name on the paper, molded to a fishbowl. Just takes the paper out of the fishbowl. Then we get a present for that kid. But we couldn't tell the kid that we were giving them a present. That's what made it a secret. Miss Daisy said we would exchange our Secret Santa present in a few weeks, just before the big holiday pageant. If anyone forgot to bring in a present, they would be allowed to get a present either. I really wish that we could do that. Everyone decided to get out of the fishbowl. Some lame girl like Andrea or Emily, and you get a present for Ryan or Michael everywhere. And the YX order. It's the opposite of ABC order. I remember picked the paper out of the fishbowl like giggled when they saw the name on it. And it was my turn. They wake up and stumbles around. No peeking, AJ! Miss Daisy told me as I reached my hand to the fishbowl. I picked out the paper. I looked at the paper. The paper said, I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. The paper said, Emily. No. Not Emily. What can I possibly get for Emily? She is a real gully. I have to go to come gully store and buy some gully presents. Presents like smelly perfume. It will be horrible. Secret Santa is stupid. Learning how to speak Spanish. Late. So you think about Spain. It's a country in Europe, and that's the whole way across the Atlantic Ocean. Miss Holly played her guitar, sang, tap dance, and told us all kinds of useless information about Spain. Did you know that Spain is twice the size of Oregon? I didn't know that. I don't know. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about that. Do you care? No, me neither. In Spain, Miss Holly told us boys and girls only have to go to school till they're 16 years old. Alright, I'm going to Spain. Then I have to learn how to speak Spanish, AJ. To Miss Holly. I told her I already know how to speak Spanish because I saw this movie called Terminator 2. But where Arnold Schwarzenegger kills a bunch of guys, and before he leaves, he says, "Hasta la vista, baby!" His mom told me that means until we meet again. It was a cool movie. That's good, AJ. But you'll have to learn a lot more than that, Miss Holly said, let's work on our Spanish vocabulary for the pun. Yay! said all the girls. Boo! said all the boys. The first Spanish word we're gonna learn today is nose, says Miss Holly. The Spanish word for nose is la nariz. La nariz. We all repeated. Good. The next word is think. The Spanish word for think is pensar. Pensar. We all repeated. Good. The next word is Christmas tree. The Spanish word for Christmas tree is el árbol de Navidad. El árbol de Navidad. Good, said Miss Holly. The next word is stuck. Good, said Miss Holly. The Spanish word for stuck is pegado. Pegado. What word? I think that my nose is stuck in the Christmas tree. The new kid raised his hand. Why do you have to learn those words? He asked. Well, Miss, what if you're in Spain and I have to say, I think I have a Christmas tree stuck to my nose. Ew, Miss Holly is weird. The opposite of Hanukkah, during the first week of December. But I didn't know much about. I already knew the story of Christmas, but I didn't know much about Hanukkah. Now, I don't remember everything Stage told us, but basically, Hanukkah has something to do with the war. I know about war. You have some army guys down in the basement, and me and Michael and Ryan line them up and shoot them with rubber bands. Pew, 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 pew. Anyway, 1,100 years ago, the Jewish people fighting war. They were way outnumbered by another army, but they kicked their butts anyway. After the war was over, the Jewish people went back to temples to hang out and play video game stuff. It was dark out. They didn't have light bulbs in those days, so they had to light oil lamps or they would bump the walls. And when they walked into the kitchen to get more pizza, the problem is that they could only find one jar of oil. That would last one night. But they wanted to hang out all week playing video games and eat pizza. I guess they sent somebody to the gas station to get more oil, but they never came. They never came back, so they put the one jar of oil they had into the lamp and lit it. The cool thing is the oil didn't last one night. It didn't just last 2 nights. It didn't just last 3 nights. It lasted 8 whole nights. Wow! We all said after Miss Daisy told us the story of Hanukkah. I saw a miracle like that once. We were driving to my grandmother's house. I stopped right in the middle of the highway. My dad said if they had an empty tank of gas, but it turned out the gas was broken and the tank was empty. That doesn't have anything to do with Hanukkah. Sure it does, I said. The Jewish people only had a little oil, but it turns out they had a lot. We thought we had a lot of gas, but we only had little. It was the opposite of Hanukkah. You're a dumbhead, Andrew said. So is your face, I told her. Anytime someone says something mean to do, all you have to do is say, so is your face. That's the first rule of being a kid. Miss Daisy told me that Andrew had to knock it off. Hanukkah lasted 8 nights, and each night they lit a candle in the menorah. They stick the candles in the door? I asked. That's disgusting! Menorah! This has nothing to do with menorah. Menorah, Miss Daisy said. It's like a candle holder. Oh, I said. I knew that. To celebrate Hanukkah, Jewish kids play this game with 4-sided top called a dreidel that spins around. They eat potato pancakes called pint lattes. They put your coins grabbed gold for. The kids get presents every night too, of course. Hanukkah is cool. Oh, that's like Christmas, but it lasts for 8 days. Lucky. Miss Daisy showed us how to bring a dreidel and give us a piece of chocolate money. bathroom break. After that, it was time to work on our writing skills. We learned to write friendly letters. So Miss Daisy asked us if we'd like to write letters to Santa Claus. Cool! Yeah, everyone shouted. She told us to write whatever we wanted. This is what I wrote. Dear Santa, please bring me a dirt bike and a football and a skateboard and a remote control car and that new video game that could kill zombies with a machine gun. Also, I need a new Striker Smith action figure because mine got run over by school bus after riding through it at the window. I'll take anything else I've lying about. This is cool too. But please don't give me any boring stuff like clothes or books. Miss Daisy, I was writing, so to write something else besides the list of stuff I want. So I added Santa. I think she should lose some weight. I think she should lose some weight. On TV, this keeps the American couldn't weigh too much. If you worked more than one day, you would lose pounds. My mom lost 20 pounds on Weight Watchers. That might work for you. Also, I don't think it was nice for the other rangers to make fun of Rudolph laughing and call them names. That was mean. If I was Rudolph and they wouldn't let me play in the reindeer games, I would have punched those other reindeers in the nose. Sincerely, AJ. P.S. One more thing. Did you ever hit your head on the North Pole? What? The North Pole is not a pole. Well, there might be a pole to say this is the North Pole. I don't know. I've never been to the North Pole. These days asked if anyone wanted to read the letter for the class. Andrea was the only one who raised her hand. Of course, she still didn't start in reading. This year, I don't want you to bring me anything. There are children all over the world who don't have any toys. So please take the toys you're going to give it to me and give them to poor children instead. The world will be a better place, but less toys and more peace and love. Love, Andrea. But a brown noser. I know for a fact that that Andrea only says that stuff. So Miss Daisy would like her. Once I went over to Andrea's house for a birthday party, and the place was filled with toys. She even had she has every American girl doll ever made. The only reason Andrea doesn't want Santa to bring her any more toys is because she has no place to put them. After Andrea finished reading her dumb letter, the most amazing thing in the history of the world happened. Miss Daisy started crying. That's the most beautiful letter I ever heard, Andrea, said Miss Daisy. Andrea smiled her little Miss Perfect smile. Why doesn't a sack filled with letters fall on her head? It wouldn't hurt anyway. Is Santa Claus real? That afternoon, me and Michael were in the vomitorium eating lunch. Andrew and Emily and their girly friends were at the next table, so they couldn't both rest. It's noisy in the vomitorium. Everyone was hooting and hollering. The lunch lady, Mrs. Grange, was wearing these earmuffs thingies on her head to block out the sound. Mr. Grange is strange. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Michael had a tuna sandwich. Ryan had 2 slices of bread and some slices of ham. Instead of putting the ham between the slices, you put it outside the bread. Then he started eating. Why did you put the ham on the outside? She said. It's not a sandwich. Ryan replied, it's a wit sand. A what? That is not a sandwich backwards. Sandwich backwards is actually chihuahuas. Yes, chihuahuas. I bet Santa isn't gonna read those letters that we wrote, Michael said as he bit into his sandwich. Santa doesn't even exist. One time I saw the Santa guy on the street ringing the bell, and then on the next block there was another Santa guy looked just like him. Maybe the second one was a clone. My friend Billy, who lives around the corner, told me that they can take a cell from a sheep and clone it into a whole nother sheep. Never isn't a word, AJ. Neither is your face. I told him, look, it's possible for a guy every single house in one night. Well, technically Santa has 32 hours. But your point still stands. Your point still stands, Ryan. If you don't have a chimney, Santa comes in through the toilet bowl. Everyone has one of them. That's disgusting. I said, and he couldn't fit and he couldn't fit through the toilet anyway. That's right, Michael. He can't come through the toilet. It's impossible, Ryan insisted. There's no way Santa couldn't make toys for every kid in the world. He has Elvis to help him. Elvis? What? Elvis? Not Elvis, dumbhead. Michael yelled, slapping his forehead. Elves! He has elves to help him. I knew that. At the table beside us, Andrew and annoying fellow were giggling. They must have listened in on a private conversation. You better watch out, Arlo. Santa has a list and you're checking it twice. He knows if you're bad hazard and checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's knowing it. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Do 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 do. You're naughty, Andrew said. But Emily and I advise Santa's gonna bring you good present. Santa's gonna bring us good present. He's gonna bring you a lump of coal. That's okay, I said. I'll give it to some poor boys and girls who don't have any coal. Then we'll have more peace and love in the world. He's just copying Andrew now. Michael and Mayan cracked up. Now, on Andrea. Why doesn't a giant lump of coal fall on her head? Getting ready for the holiday pageant. Buenos dias, Miss Holly said a few days later. That means good day in Spanish. There were red and green balloons and streamers all over the hallways. Spanish Christmas music was playing. And Miss Holly had that basket of fruit on her head again. Everyone was excited for our first rehearsal for the big holiday pageant. When we go to the language lab, Miss Holly was up on a ladder, taping little plants to the walls. What's that? Asked the new kid. It's a mistletoe. Thumbnail. Missiles blast into outer space. How can a missile have toes? Miss Holly told us that when two people are standing under mistletoe, they're supposed to kiss. Ooh, yuck, disgusting. I'm sure I'm not going to kiss somebody just because some plant told me to. Mistletoe's creepy. I'm not going anywhere near that stuff. It's told beside Christmas and Hanukkah. There's another holiday. People celebrate in December. It's an African American holiday called Kwanzaa. Ryan got all excited because that's the holidays family celebrates. Miss Holly asked him to tell us all about it. Ryan told us that Kwanzaa means first fruits and it celebrates the harvest of the crops. But Kwanzaa lasts 7 days and Hanukkah lasts 8 days. And I was black or Jewish. I'm black, but I don't celebrate Kwanzaa because it's Swahili. That's what people in Swahili celebrate. Well, I don't know what country that people speak Swahili in. Each night you light a candle in the candle holder called a kinara. Then somebody will say, Harambe, which means let's put together in Swahili. Ren told us that on Kumba, the 6th day of Kwanzaa, they'll have a big feast called karamu. They'll eat fried orca, vegetable soup, squash, peanut soup, and sweet potato pie. Ew. Ren will eat anything. If I have to eat that stuff, I'll die. But other than eating that lucky food, Ren taught us a Kwanzaa song called Pumba. And Miss is Holly. It would be perfect for the holiday pan. Then Miss Holly told us we're gonna have to wear costumes and memorize lines. The holiday pageant was something lamer and lamer. Just said you need to pick it with speaking part. So all the girls got excited. Ooh, can I be the Sugar Plum Fairy? Ooh, can I sing the drill song? But Andrew and Emily, about you boys, which speaking parts do you want? Be the one in speaking parts, I announced. That's right, mine, right? Agreed, Ryan Micro. I didn't force you to take the speaking part, Miss Holly said. But you do have to be in the pageant. You 3 boys will be the stage crew. That means you'll work the spotlight and move the scenery and props around. Being on the stage crew sounded cool. It sounded cool to Ryan and Michael to say, sure they thought so too. No problemo. I said, that's Spanish for no problem. In case you don't speak Spanish as well as me. No, it's not. I know that's wrong. So much. But they still need you to wear costumes, Miss Holly. Because we need elves. We must have elves. You can't have a holiday pageant without elves. We want to be elves, Michael said. Elves are lame. Yeah, I'm not dressing up like an elf. Holly was looking at us. Holly looked at us. I could tell she was getting mad because she put her hands on her hips. When they're gonna put their hands on their hips, it means they're mad. Nobody knows why. I'm afraid Miss Holly might punish us by making us sugar plum fairies. And you have to wear tights like my sister. That's when I got the greatest idea in the history of the world. Instead of dressing up like elves, can we dress up like Elvis? Elvis. Why Elvis? Okay, you boys can be Elvis. Alright. Maybe the holiday pageant won't be so lame after all. The most horrible thing in the history of the world. A couple of days later, around 2 o'clock, we all came to the all-purpose room for rehearsal. Miss Holly was wearing a Santa Claus hat and a beard. She's weird. Habarigani, she said. What the heck does that mean? That means what's the news in Swahili? Conceding Kwanzaa. It was a week before the big holiday pageant. Because every day there was work to do. But Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa songs. And songs to learn, lines to memorize, and entrance exits to practice. Oh no, that must be so hard. Me, Ryan, and Michael learn how to move series and props around and work the spotlight too. At the end of the pageant, it'll be our job to lower Santa Claus, Mr. Clarke Claus, and sleigh down from the scene with ropes. Miss Holly said that because we were Elvises, we could sing Hound Dog. That didn't have anything to do with the holidays. Miss Lauren, our music teacher, played pianos for all the Miss Holly played her guitar. Emily got to see a song. She's a big crybaby, but she has a pretty good voice. Miss Holly let us sing the dreidel song. Emily was practicing. Night came out with the most brilliant idea in the history of the world. You already have one. Can she sing a song about the dreidel? Maybe she should spin around too. Good idea, AJ. I'm in the gifted and talented program. I'm coming up with genius ideas. I should get the Nobel Prize for that one. That's not how you spell Nobel. At the end of rehearsal, Miss Holly told us how proud she was. She said the holiday pageant was going to be great. Miss Holly was so pleased she was going to invite Mr. Dr. Cobbles, the president of the Board of Education. She was going to invite Dr. Cobbles, the president of the Board of Education, come to the show. Wow! If the principal is like the king of the school, the Board of Education to be like the king of the whole world. We rehearsed until 3 o'clock when it was time for dismissal. Then we lined up outside the doorway in ABC order. That's when Andrea turned around and whispered in my ear, "Hey, Arlo, look up." I looked up. It was that mistletoe stuff. It was hanging from the doorway right over our heads. How did it get up there? Somebody hanged it. I remember Miss Holly told us about mistletoe. If people are under it, they're supposed to get understand there with her lips all puckered up like she was gonna whistle. Ew, disgusting. Well, I was gonna turn fast around to see if Rick might find Michael watching. You have to kiss me, Arlo. I do not do to. No, wait. Yes, right. Not in my lifetime. It's the rule lifetime. If you don't kiss me, you'll be in trouble, Arlo. I'd rather be in trouble than kiss Arlo. Then Andrea, I'd rather be ran over to her buffalo to kiss Andrea. I have an elevator full of my head to kiss Andrea. I'd rather die. I didn't get a chance to think, but I get a chance to think my fun. Because at that moment, the most horrible thing in the history of the world happened. Andrea kissed me! On the lips. I was gonna throw up quickly. I thought I was gonna throw up. Quickly, I wiped my lips off. I wiped off my lips. My lips stayed on, but I wiped them off. What I'm trying to say is I didn't want to be infected by Andrea. Just get the cooties. I just hope nobody saw what happened. Ooh, Ryan said, Andrea and Andrea just kissed. They must be in love. When are you gonna get married? Asked Michael. If those guys were my best friend, I would hate them. My genius idea. My life is over. I went so fast I could have won a gold medal. I could a gold medal in the Olympics. Now Andrea kissed me at the going back to school was out of the question. I could never show my face again. Michael would never let me hear the end of it. So I got a genius idea. And that's when I got a genius idea. I could get plastic surgery. My friend Billy, who lives around, said some lady in France got face transplant. The doctor took somebody else's face and put it on her head. Cool! I could do that. I could get a new face and then nobody know it was me. Then I get a face transplant so disgusting. Parents get one there. They wouldn't even get me a new Spider-Man action figure to replace the one right throughout the bus window. No way you're gonna get me a new face. Actually, I had no plot. I had to move to Antarctica and nobody would never see me again. Had to live with the penguins. Penguins are cool. And they wouldn't care that Andrea kissed me. Can you drive me to Antarctica? After Mom after school, I need to go live with the penguins the rest of my life. That's a dumb question. Sure, she replied. First, I have to go to the pet store. I completely forgot. We're all out for food. We're at home to scare fish. I'm told first thing in the morning at school. We're going to the pet store to get fish food. Because I have to do chores like feeding my fish. Make you a responsible person. Every time something goes wrong, everyone says I'm responsible. Wrong kind of responsible. So they drove to the pet store. They have animal stuff there. They even have Christmas presents for pets. People like to give gifts to their dogs. Dog owners are weird. You have to be real careful with fish. You have to feed them, clean the tank, make sure the filter is working. fish food and got in line with my mom to pay for it. There was a little sign in front of the cash register that said, "Did you forget anything?" Did I forget anything? Then said, no. Then that's when I suddenly, well, I forgot about Secret Santa presents I was about to get for Emily. Mom, I came to the mall after this. If I wanted me to drive you to Antarctica. I changed my mind and I said, quit spilling perfumes, the Secret Santa present for Emily. Mom's really mad. The store's all crowded before Christmas, and the traffic is really bad. That's when I got another one of my genius ideas. I could get Emily a present right there at the pet store. I could make a regular present to smelly perfume, and I wouldn't have to waste a lot of my money from wasting my smelly perfume for that crazy baby Emily who I don't even like. And Piney said she'd even put the cold version of plastic bag filled with water and wrap it up in a box. Haha, I'm a genius. That's why I'm the gifted and talented program. The arrival of Secret Santa. I'm going to school next month. I'm got my Secret Santa present by the guy to make fun because Andrew said, "Wow, I'm packing my cubby," and Michael didn't mention it. I guess they forgot it. They printed the allegiance. Everyone got excited. It's time to open our Secret Santa presents. I got a jigsaw puzzle from her Secret Santa. That goes from Secret Santa. You got a plane from Secret Santa. Okay, wait. Who's AJ's Secret Santa? I am. It was Andrea. Oh man, if I had known that Andrea was my Secret Santa, I would have moved to Antarctica. Ooh! AJ got a present from Andrea. She kissed him too. They must be in love. When you gonna get married? I told him shut up. Andrea gave him the present. I tore the wrapping paper and the dumbbell, which is no purpose anyway. It's just to hide what's inside. And you know what's inside? I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. It's a hat. A hat. Who got to get the cat? Hat in a present. A hat is clothes. It was horrible. I mean that, but it's like the dumb hat Andrea wears all the time. I knitted it myself, Andrea said, in my knitting classes. How wonderful, Andrea. My present is so much nicer than something you buy in the store, AJ. You said, Andrea, I'm gonna wear a hat. Just Andrea's dumb hat. I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I had to think fast. I hate hats. I said, you're mean. Miss Daisy. I approached Andrea. So I told her I was sorry she made me a dumb hat. Who's Emily's Secret Santa? I am, I said. I just got the present gate and because my present way than all the others. What is it? It's a dead fish. I can't believe you got me a dead fish for Christmas, AJ. Wasn't that when I got it? And there were two of them. Where's the other one? They must have eaten each other. That happens all the time with fish, you know. Man, that 20 cents I wasted. This is gonna be a terrible Christmas. Emily cried as she went running out the room. And AJ is responsible. See, I told you I was responsible. The big holiday pageant. Finally there, big holiday pageant. Everyone came to school in their costumes. Miss Holly wore a Santa suit. Me and Rick wore black jackets that had hair greased like, so we looked like Elvis. It was cool. We peeked through the curtains from backstage. The whole purpose room was packed with parents. A bunch of them were setting up video cameras for the show. Guess what, Miss Holly said? The Cobbles, the president of the Board of Education, is here. He's sitting in the front row. Let's put on a great show for him. The stage was decorated with big candy canes, snowmen, fake snow, and giant reindeer. It was great. Miss Holly nodded to me and Mike opened the curtain. The show started out with one of the 5th graders telling a story about Christmas. After that, me and Michael ran on Hound Dog. Everyone went crazy. After that one, the fourth grade classes told us the story of Kwanzaa. After that, we sung Winter Wonderland. And after that, we sang the dreidel song. Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Me and Michael and Ryan were taking turns working the spotlight. It was my turn. I shone the light on Emily while I shone the light on Emily. The light's too high, I did. Shine it in her eyes. I'm the R2. To finish the argument. While Emily was singing, spinning around, she was still some fake snow shoveling because she fell off the stage. Should have been there. It's falling to get her whole dang man wasn't nailed down or anything. And the two fell to front row. Well, Dr. Carp is the president of the Board of Education. It was a real Kodak moment. People screaming. Miss Cooney, the nurse, ran over to make sure Emily was okay. Her head fell off. And the kindergarten kids started crying. It was hilarious, and we got to see it live and in person. And so we ran out on the stage, told the audience that there'd be a short intermission. Backstage, all the girls were upset, while the boys were laughing their heads off. This is the world's holiday present ever, said Andrew, and Arlo was responsible. It was your idea. Me? I asked, what did I do? It was your idea for Emily to spin around. Emily shined the spotlight in her eyes. That's why she fell out the stage. Now everything is a big mess. So's your face, I told her. Miss Holly said we should both calm down. She said the show is still great, and that we just get ready for the big finale. All the kids in school were going to gather up on stage to sing Ginger Bell. While the Santa Elvises, that's us, lowered Mr. Klutz and his sleigh full of presents down from the ceiling. Ryan pulled open the curtains. Me and Michael grabbed the ropes to load the sleigh down from the ceilings. From the ceiling, the parents started clapping. My rope is stuck. I yelled over to Mike, but you can hear me over the music. I kept pulling the rope. Oh, it falls to one horse up its sleigh. I was coming down, but the backpack was stuck. The sleigh was tilting forward. Mr. Katz was going to fall. Jingle. Miss Katz reached up and grabbed one of the poles in the ceiling. Jingle bells, jingle, jingle all the kids didn't get a chance to finish the song when the sleigh tumbled up, fell on their heads. The parents started screaming. Miss Katz behind from the pole and they're singing. This was the North Pole. Help, help! He yelled. Mr. Katz's hat and pig beard fell off. The beard landed on some first grader's head. She freaked out and threw it into the audience. It landed on some lady. She screamed and threw it off too, like it was a dead animal. She landed on some other lady, and she screamed too. The parents flung the beard around the all-purpose room. The custodian, Mrs. Laser, ran to get Aloud just so she'd rescue Mr. Cutts. That was Elvis's ruined the show. Michael looked at me. We didn't have to say anything. Let's make one for the extra all-purpose room. It's all our fault. Or irresponsible. The Elvises have left the building. Hasta la vista, baby! I yelled. We ran out there as fast as they could. Don't know if we'll ever go back. Maybe me and Michael, maybe me and Ryan Michael will have to go and live in Antarctica for the rest of our lives. Maybe Miss Holly will go live in Spain. Maybe the video of Emily falling off stage will be on America's Funniest Home Videos. Maybe me and Michael will be allowed to come back to school. Maybe we'll get a better holiday pageant next year. Maybe Mrs. Laser will be able to get Mr. Klutz down for the North Pole. But it won't be easy. That was so funny. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe for more books, sketch, and stories. It was late on Christmas Eve when Mummy gently said, Santa Claus will soon be here, so snuggle up in bed. A dinosaur Christmas. Look, there are lamps and they have stockings. This year I'm gonna have stockings so that I get extra presents from the stockings. Because every time you hang a stocking, you get extra presents. But where were the jolly jingle bells? The hearty ho ho ho! And who is this greenish, scaly creature stomping through the snow? Yikes! Santa Claus! That's not Santa Claus. He's a dinosaur! He ate Santa and took all his clothes, except Santa's trousers. He slipped right down the chimney and landed with a smack. Oh, Tobel, Santa Claus. Oh, Tobel, cried Santa Claus. I squashed everything in my sack. Oh, no. Oh, no. The presents. What happened to the presents? The dino tots crept downstairs, and oh, what did they see? A crunching, munching, scaly beast eating the Christmas tree. I think he ate the carrot too. Oh, no. He's eating all the ornaments. Why is he eating all the ornaments? Not the ornaments. They're so pretty. They were so well decorated. Oh, present, cried Santa Claus. Which one shall I choose? He tried on Dad's new reindeer pants and Mom's red sparkly shoes. He's wearing lady shoes. And he's wearing reindeer trousers. He pulled the Christmas crackers. He scuffed the turkey in one bite. He burped out carols loudly and gave the cat a fright. The Santa Claus stomped outside, leaving a trail of stinking poop. The dino tots raced upstairs to tell their mom the news. What? No! He left nothing but poo and pre-opened presents and a scared cat and an empty tray. Oh no. He goes this way from house to house till there was nothing left to eat. But then, quite fortunately, he saw Starry Treat. Yikes, Santa Claus! Oh wait, he was drinking brandy bubbles? I think that's what it says. The writing is so tiny. And he's eating crisps and 6 delicious mince pies. What? He ate the mince pies? No. And he's gonna eat the star now. Why didn't he start with the tinsel? The tree began to wobble and fell down with a crash. Somebody stopped him. The dinosaur. Oh, Christmas will be trashed. At least he got the star. And suddenly ho, 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 echoed loud and clear. Look, the real Santa Claus. Hooray! And everyone gave a cheer. What a naughty dino! Santa Claus exclaimed. I knew that was a fake Santa. And Santa Claus exclaimed. I did rides of Santa Claus. I really feel ashamed. He cleaned up on the poor androids and mended broken toys. He helped to deliver presents to the dino girls and boys. That's better, boomed out Santa. And now let's go home for tea. And next Christmas, do remember, leave the job to me. Yikes, Santa Claus! Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe for more books, scratch, and stories. We're reading The Legend of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. A long time ago, up where the north wind blows, a reindeer was born with a ruby red nose. His name was Rudolph, and his nose was a sight. It wasn't just red, it glowed like a light. Donna, his father, thought Santa might say, "No red-nosed reindeers pulling my sleigh." So whenever Santa Claus came around, Rudolph covered his nose and made it look brown. One day during the reindeer game, a doll called Clarice asked Rudolph his name. And when she told him, she thought he was cute. His nose glowed as red as Santa Claus's suit. The reindeers all teased him. They laughed and made fun. Rudolph got so embarrassed he started to run. He ran to the woods, and he didn't stop till he heard something nearby go plippity-plop. Suddenly an elf named Herman popped out of the snow. He was hiding in the woods, so no one would know. He didn't want to make toys like the other elves did. He had dreamed of being a dentist since he was a kid. He was a misfit. So was Rudolph. They were two of a kind. So these new friends stopped to see what they could find. They found was a creature, a monster, a fiend. The abominable snow monster, who was meaner than mean. He tracked them by following Rudolph's red nose. He would watch where the glow was, then go where it goes. Then Yukon Cornelius came around the bend, and the two lonely misfits had found a new friend. He was big and brave and strong as 10 men, which was good, because Bumble had found them again. He chased them, roaring a terrible sound, thumping his chest. His feet shook the ground. Rudolph ran with his friends to where the ice ends. They were trapped, or were they? Well, that all depends. With a mighty swing of his miner's axe, Yukon whacked the ice, which started some crack. And just as Bumble got to the bay, the ice broke free, and they floated safely away. They floated to the island of misfit toys. Toys that needed homes with good girls and boys. There was an elephant with spots, and a plane that can't fly, a fish bird that swims, a doll with tears in her eyes, a flying king lion, and a Charlie in the box, and a caboose with wheels that were shaped just like blocks. Rudolph promised the toys when he saw Santa again, he'd tell him about the island and come back for them. You see, Rudolph knew he couldn't stay. He knew his nose would give them away. His friends were in danger while he was around, so he left at night without making a sound. But back in Christmas Town, news was grim. Rudolph's parents, and Clarice, went out looking for him. They were gone. They were missing. They had to be saved. Rudolph was sure they were trapped in the snow monster's cave. And Rudolph was right. That's where they were found. Bumble had Clarice in his clutches. Rudolph yelled, "Put her down!" And then Hermie and Yukon arrived in a sled. They took Bumble and dropped down lots of snow in his head. Hermie had to act fast, and before a moment had passed, he pulled out all of Bumble's teeth. He was a dentist at last. Those are oddly shaped teeth. Then Yukon tamed at Bumble. Now he's sweet as can be. So Santa let Bumble put the star on the tree. But they still had a problem that Christmas Eve. The fog was too thick for Santa to leave. Christmas will have to be cancelled, Santa said with a sigh. Then Rudolph's nose started glowing, and Santa knew they could fly. He hopped in his sled, put his cap on his head, called each reindeer by name, looked at Rudolph and said, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you glide my sleigh tonight?" Quickly the elves wrapped all the presents, packed the sleigh full of toys, and gave Santa the list of the good girls and boys. From city to city, from town to town, from rooftop to chimney that Santa slid down, they raced through the fog till the night was done, till every toy had a home, every single one. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer shined his light so bright it didn't glowed like a star in the sky that night. We're reading The Littlest Angel. It was December 24th. The little angel was hanging off a fluffy white snow cloud, peering at the ground below. "What in the world is going on down there?" "Why, it's Christmas Eve," said her sister Angelina. "A time to celebrate," said her sister Fiona. "And a time to give presents," said their friend Olivia. "What's your Christmas gift to the world this year?" "Gift?" asked the littlest angel. "Of course," said her cousin Dawn. "All the angels give the world something special for Christmas." "My present is the gift of Christmas lights," said Dawn. My present is the gift of Christmas music, said Angelina. I give the world evergreens, said Olivia. Mistletoe and Christmas trees. What's Christmas without holiday treats? I always send lots of sweets. I want to give the world something special. Special too, thought the littlest angel. But she couldn't think of anything to give. And with that, she somersaulted off a cloud down to earth. But the first thing she saw was a sad-looking boy. His name was Mike. What's wrong? She asked. My best friend is sick for Christmas, said Michael. I wanted to give her something special to make her feel better, but I don't have much money, and I can't think of anything. I'm looking for something special too, cried the littlest angel. Come on, let's look together. And they're sitting on the bench, and it says, come in and check out holiday specials. And there's a snowman and lots of presents. Michael and the littlest angel looked everywhere. In one store, everything cost too much. In another store, everything looked like it would break. Another store was too crowded, and the line went on forever. At last it was time for Michael to go home, and neither of them had found anything. Sadly, they went back to Michael's house. His friend Sarah waved at them from the house next door. She looked so sad, said Michael. I wish I could give her something that would make her feel better. The littlest angel stared at the beautiful snow that covered the backyard. It reminded her of the fluffy white clouds where she lived. Come on, Michael, she cried. The littlest angel had an idea. She and Michael stood out in the backyard, flew straight into the snow, like this. They both did. It felt like falling into a snow cloud. Now spread your wings, she cried. She and Michael waved their arms and legs back and forth in the snow. Snow angels! Cried the littlest angel, shouted with joy. Soon the backyard was covered with snow angels. Merry Christmas! They shouted up to Sarah's window. I'll show you how to make them when you get better, promised Michael. Sarah clapped hands in delight. Merry Christmas! Michael! It was Michael's mother. Time to come in. Thanks for everything, said Michael as he ran home. It was time for the littlest angel to go home too. Back on her cloud, the littlest angel felt sad. I looked and looked, she told Angelina, but I couldn't find anything special to give to the world. Oh, but you did. Down below, snow angels that glistened in the moonlight. Michael and Sarah waved good night. See those smiles? Said Angelina. That's the best Christmas gift in the world. And the littlest angel smiled too. The snow angels! We're reading The Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there rose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when to my wondering eyes should appear with a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now, Dasher, now, Dancer, now, Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, Now dash away, all dry leaves. As dry leaves that before the wind hurricane fly, when they meet and with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleds full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head, turning around down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back. He looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how many. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and his beard on his chin was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. Oh, look, he's making the Christmas tree better. And it's very messy in the house. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and spilled on all his stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him explain, he drove out of sight. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. We're reading the Nutcracker. Christmas Eve! The star bombs were having a party, and the Christmas tree was lit. Mary gazed at the candles and ornaments. She could almost see the candies and tiny angels dancing in her own dream world. How she wished she could join them. Mary's naughty brother, Fritz and Peter, were arguing over their new toy soldier. One's mine. Give it here. Oh no! Mysterious Herr Drosselmeyer was also at the party. The children were sure he was a magician. Marie, called Herr Drosselmeyer, you don't push and shout like the other children. I am giving you a special present. From under his cloak, Herr Drosselmeyer pulled an amazing nutcracker. Marie's eyes grew wider and wider. The nutcracker was made of wood. It looked like a glorious soldier, dressed in a red coat with brass buttons. Here we have giving it to her. Oh, thank you, Herr Drosselmeyer, cried Mary. Then she hugged the nutcracker. I know that you are an enchanted prince, she whispered in its painted ear. Fritz and Peter crowded close. Let me play with it, said Fritz. Give it here, demanded Pete. No, not the nutcracker. They tugged on Mary's arms, causing the nutcracker to fall to the floor. Its jaw had broken. Marie started to cry. My prince, she said. Just then the clock struck 8. It was time for bed. Go on now, all of you, the parent said. Leave your toys here. You can play with them in the morning. And now they are looking sad. Marie went to bed, but late that night she crept downstairs to nurse the poor nutcracker. She tied her handkerchief around his jaw and soothed him with lullabies. And just in time, an evil army of mice were creeping into the room, eat up all the crumbs and leftover sweets. A tremendous mouse king gave the orders. All hail the king! All hail the Mouse King! The nutcracker was up in a flash. Magically, he could walk up, and his jaw was repaired. The toy soldiers lined up behind him as he led the charge against the Mouse King. In the battle that followed, the nutcracker was knocked to the ground. But before the Mouse King could hurt him, Marie threw her slipper at the evil rodent. As the Mouse King spun around, the nutcracker leapt off and finished him off. As soon as the Mouse King died, the enchantment of the nutcracker faded away. He stood before Marie as a prince. You have saved me from the Mouse King's spell. Come with me to the land of sweets. There the sugar plum fairy will give you your reward. Marie and the prince entered their magical sleigh. As the snowflakes glittered and twirled about them, they took off for the sky. Soon they were above the clouds in a garden filled with flowers. A lovely lady greeted them. "Welcome to the land of sweets. I am the Dewdrop Fairy. Let me give you some flowers," continued the fairy. She waved her wand. Flowers rose from the ground and danced themselves into a beautiful bouquet for Marie. And here you see the end of the sleigh with all the flowers. The sleigh moved onward. "Welcome to Candy Town," said the prince. "This is where I live." Marie was filled with wonderment. Everything was made of cake and candy. Yummy! A troupe of sprites in red and white stripes leaped and whirled before Marie. The dancers spun so fast that at last they turned into candy canes. Wow! The magic sleigh stopped before a great castle. A beautiful lady in a jeweled gown stood at the gate. The prince knelt to kiss her hand. "Sugar Plum Fairy, this is Marie. She helped me when my need was great." "My dear Marie," said the Sugar Plum Fairy, "since you're so brave and good, I will grant you this. All your sweet dreams will become true." Mary curtsied her thanks. Then, before she knew it, she was back in her own warm bed, dreaming wonderful dreams of Merry Christmases to come. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe for more books. Bye-bye.